Hello everyone.
Afternoon greetings to all. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the culmination of weeks of hard work and preparation. I'm excited to see our talented finalists and distinguished judges for the final round of our online debate competition. I'm Kashyap Chawla, the host of the final round of our online debate contest and the facilitator for the entire event. First of all, I would like to congratulate the top four contestants, Mr. Akshat, Ms. Sarita, Mr. Bilal, and Mr. Jagannath. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
My heartiest wishes to every one of you.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Now, I would like to introduce you all the esteemed judges of today's event. My loving audience, please rain your virtual claps to welcome our most prominent and experienced panelists for today's final round, the head of wing Center for Distance and Online Education, Ms. Giri Nichavan ma'am. Continuing with your thunder of virtual claps, I would like to invite our next influential jury member, Deputy Director, Center for Distance and Online Education, Professor Dr. Kulvinder Pal, sir.
Thank you, Bishop.
You're welcome, sir. And moving ahead, please welcome our third key panel judge, Ms. Vaishali Chabra ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Soft Skills, Lovely Professional University.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, ma'am. And before starting with the first segment of our finale round, I would like to read some instructions to the participants as well as our key jury members. So for the first segment, each candidate will have 3 to 4 minutes to put forward their arguments, either favoring or disfavoring the given topic. And most importantly, each of you will be notified about the time you can start to speak for the allotted time and when the time limit will be over. Similarly, please make sure that the candidate who is speaking, they should keep their microphones and cameras on during their turn. And finally, do not interrupt while a candidate is speaking for the stipulated time. And it is advisable to keep your microphones muted throughout the event, except when you are asked to speak during your turn. Am I clear with the instructions, everyone? Especially the participants?
Yes, sir.
All right. And please make sure that the topic which you're speaking on, it has certain things like parameters on which you will be judged. All right. Because it's a debate competition. So make sure that you keep your thoughts, your ideas, your facts absolutely clear. All right, everybody. All right. So now I'll be calling you all one by one. First of all, I would like to request Mr. Akshat Batra. Mr. Akshat, are you there? Mr. Akshat, I think there is some kind of network issue at your end.
Am I audible?
Yes, but your video and audio quality is not up to the mark.
Wait a second, let me rejoin.
Sure, please.
Sir, I'll just rejoin the meeting. Could you please call someone else meanwhile?
All right, I will allow you to rejoin the meeting now.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Every participant, yes, good afternoon. Every participant, please make sure that your network is absolutely unproblematic so that we could have a smooth experience today. Right, everyone?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So there will be a common topic today given to you all, that is artificial intelligence, danger or opportunity. There would be 4 contestants, and I would be calling you all one by one. You all will be given 3 to 4 minutes to speak on the topic. And first of all, I'm going to call Mr. Akshat Batra, who is going to speak in the favor of this topic. And I'm going to start the timer now. You will be given 4 minutes. And the time starts now.
Artificial intelligence, AI, Kritrim Buddhimata. I love to name this term again and again because it sends chills down the opposition's spine. A study conducted by Stanford and MIT says that AI boosts worker productivity by 14%. IBM literally says that AI presents an opportunity, not a threat. AI augments our ability to perform cognitively demanding tasks more efficiently. We can do more work in less time. Scientists can do more experiments with AI, helping them with data crunching. According to PwC Consulting, AI has the potential to offer $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030, more than the current output of China and India combined. I bet. The argument that opposition has is that before AI tells us it will kill our jobs. Well, according to World Economic Forum, 85 million jobs may be displaced by the shift in labor between humans and machines by 2025. I'm not trying to hide this fact. But at the same time, 97 million new roles will emerge. These are the jobs of the future and will be more fulfilling and purposeful in general. Personally, AI has helped me to write better, cleaner code faster. It has saved me time so that I can focus on the work that actually needs a human to do it. AI presents an opportunity for us to be more productive version of ourselves. In lieu of assembly and factory workers, we will have process automation specialists. In lieu of client information and customer service workers, we will have digital transformation specialists. Of course, the change will be disruptive, but when change hasn't been disruptive, we love inertia to continue to be in the state we are. When we start moving, growing, we love that ride even more. Inertia kicks in then too. We will want to be growing. Thanos is not going to snap his fingers to make the jobs disappear. It will happen gradually. Workers are seeing this coming with time to prepare. It's just about being aware and proactive. Disruption in the job market due to AI will not be a joyride for everyone. It will take a lot of work from corporates and governments to make sure that nobody is left worse. Elon Musk says that governments should provide basic income for everyone. That's the solution. Governments will save a lot of money due to AI. So, universal basic income does not sound like a long shot. In addition to that, corporates and governments can run reskilling programs to train people for jobs of the future. A lot of the early career professionals are directly entering into the jobs of the future. But for those who are working in sectors that AI is taking over, reskilling is the way to go. AI also accelerates learning. Bill Gates says that AI chatbots will teach kids how to read within 18 months, the same way they can also aid adults in learning. Yet, here we are with a bunch of people who just watched a sci-fi movie and are worried that AI is the nemesis of humanity. It's kind of funny. There's a possibility that I slip in bathroom and die. When I go on road every day, there's a possibility that I die in an accident. Nothing comes without risk. Even I breathe air, I might be inhaling COVID-19. Nobody saw that one coming. About 6.8 million people have died because of COVID-19 up till now. In 1969, there was a very real risk that astronauts of Apollo 11 could bring back harmful bacteria or virus. That did not stop us from embarking on the mission, though. Due to the risk, people have not stopped going to the bathroom, walking on the road. The world does not stop. It is not meant to stop.
All
What is
right, your
needed?
time is up. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Mr. Akshat. Now I would request the other candidates as well as the judges to ask any question to Mr. Akshat.
This is Bilal.
Hi.
Yes, Mr. Bilal.
Yeah, so I would like to ask one question. As Akshat said at the end that AI will help the kids, the children with teaching. So isn't he's saying himself that AI is going to replace teachers?
But then you have to see that what will teachers do at that time. They can spend their time on more productive things. They can build things. They can be software developers. Now they're teaching because there is not someone else to teach them. We need an AI so that it can replace teachers. I agree with you. Teachers will lose their job, but it will be for good. Their time, their production value can be used in building things, in bettering ourselves, not just reskilling them, not just teaching the same thing again and again. I personally feel that teaching can be sometimes an inefficient job for humans because you are reiterating the same things again and again over the years. When people with expertise, like teachers, they're highly expertised people. Their skills can be used in industry so that they don't have to repeat the same thing again and again over the years. It is also beneficial for them because they can upskill themselves while they're part of industry.
A follow-up
It's
question.
about making the better use, efficient use of time of humans, indulging ourselves in things that where we are needed actually, not just where we are forced to do something.
A follow-up question to that. You said that teachers who are teaching, so they are doing it forcefully, but it is not the case. Not everyone. Yeah, I know people. There are people who have to do their jobs and go to 9 to 5 because they have certain situations. They are forced to do that. But what if someone is doing it willingly?
If they are
So
doing it willingly,
what
they
if
can
someone?
continue to do so. Nobody
What
is going to
if
stop them.
someone doesn't want to learn coding? What if someone doesn't want to do anything? And you said that teaching is kind of a
You just said if
stagnant kind of.
someone doesn't want to do anything, if they do not want to do anything, then I don't think they can make a living.
No, I'm talking about teaching, not
Okay, all right.
like to do anything. Of course, if you want to make a living, then you will have to do something. But let's jump to another question, which is you said that teachers, the profession of teaching is kind of a stagnant. How can you say that? Like, it depends on yourself that you want to gain more and more knowledge, and you want to
Yes.
move. Let's say at the beginning of someone's career, one can be a primary class or elementary class teacher, but if they are doing advancement and they are learning more and
Of course,
more,
there are
and if
researchers. I'm not
yeah,
ruling them out. I'm just talking about teaching. I'm not talking about researching. There are two separate things. When you are a teacher, you gain your PhD and you start teaching in a university, you have to keep up with research work if you want to be upgraded, you want to be associate professor, and then you become emeritus professor. Then that is something that you can only do while you research because then you gain points and stuff. But I'm not against researching. I'm only about teaching. If that expertise person, if that skillful person time can be spent in developing something, developing a product in an industry, then I think it's better use of their time. And if they choose not to be part of the industry and remain in the academic field, they want to continue teaching, they can do so. It's not like when AI comes, humans will be banned from teaching. I'm just saying that a big chunk of teachers will not be needed then because they were anyway doing their job forcefully. They were not interested. But there are some teachers, real teachers, who are very much interested in their profession, who teach students by their heart, who learn, who grow. Those kind of teachers, we need them, even when the AI comes.
Thanks a lot. But and then I'll say that there will be a tough competition between humans and AI.
Competition is always there. It's just about
I
whether
have
it's
two
humans
questions.
or AI.
Hello, am I
Akshat,
audible?
may I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
How has AI benefited you personally?
Ma'am, personally, it has helped me write better code. So I code a lot, software engineer. So what it does for me is that whenever I am doing coding, it helps me to debug code faster. It even writes snippets for me, snippets that are very repetitive. I do not want to write them again and again. AI writes them for me, and if there's a bug in my code, it debugs it so that I don't have to spend my time scratching my head what has gone wrong with my code. It does that job for me. It saves me time so that I can focus on things that AI is not capable of.
Can you tell me something on the personal front, nothing to do with your professional life?
On personal front, AI has not touched me. Like if you want to be talking about relationships or personal lives, it hasn't touched me yet, but I think in future it will, because there will be psychologically ill people in future. I believe a lot because social touch is getting lesser and lesser. So we will need a lot of AI bots that will be supporting humans emotionally and provide mental support to them. And loneliness is increasing day by day. So we can see that chatbots will become a vital part for old people, especially who need companionship, so that their quality of life can increase.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Akshat, one question from my side.
Yes, sir.
You've used one term, universal basic income, right?
Yes, sir.
So, how AI would ensure this universal basic income?
AI will not ensure this. Government has to ensure this. So Elon Musk said that a lot of jobs will be cut down because of AI. And he proposed this solution that government should provide, and maybe corporates along with government should provide universal basic income to everyone, so that if someone is unemployed, they're not very helpless in getting food and access to shelter or something. So there should be minimal universal basic income so that everybody can survive. And thereafter, when they are made part of reskilling programs, they can be provided access to jobs and livelihood and employment. But until then, so that there's not a kind of mass poverty situation, there should be universal basic income should be introduced. It's Elon Musk's idea. And I think that AI will save a lot of money for governments. So those funds can be used in making this possible.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Jagannath, do you have any questions for Mr. Akshat?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so hello Akshat. I have two questions for you. The first one is, would you be willing to let the suppose I'm giving you an hypothetical scenario. Would you be able to give the future of your children's on the hands of a AI bot or to a teacher who can really nurture the mentality and emotional intelligence when it comes to overall education? As you mentioned that, just see, as you mentioned that you are willing to let the all so-called great teachers to spend their lives in industrial growth, research, etc. And those who are willing to teach wholeheartedly, they can teach. But from your personal perspective, are you willing to do the same for your generation also?
So this situation has, we currently do not have AI that can teach efficiently. I can say this is 10 years down the line, maybe 15 down the line. I will gauge this situation at that time, whether an AI is more competent to teach my kid or a teacher. And I believe that at any point of time, there will be humans that are more capable than AI, any given AI, and there will be AIs that are more capable than humans. I will see my available options, but I think overall, for the general population, mass population, AI will not be any less competent than a human teacher. Down the line, not today. And yes, I can trust my kid with an AI because who says that an AI cannot develop emotional intelligence? It can. You have not seen that it is lesser in terms of emotional capability. Right now, it is. But trust me, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, its emotional competence, its understanding of humans will be more than us. You see, there are a lot of conflicts in families. Why do they occur? Have you ever thought of that? Because we cannot understand ourselves the way we should understand ourselves. People need therapists these days. We humans are not capable of understanding ourselves, our interpersonal relationships, our emotions, the dynamics at play. But an AI will be very much equipped to understand a human better than a human. They will be able to understand our psychology. I don't know if you have seen a movie because I think the opposition must be interested in movies because they are opposing AI. So a movie just came, Megan, if you have seen that, and it kind of actually highlights the bad portion that AI will kill humans and that stuff because movies usually do that. That's how they make money. But in reality, AI can be a very real friend and a support pillar for whole family, not just kids, not just adults. It is something that will make us more of ourselves. Anything
Well,
else?
I actually agree your answer, but don't you think you are just contradicting your own statement when you begin to initiate your answer? As you said, you would be looking out the options or the choices, whether you want to put the
Yes,
future
of
of
course.
your
I'm not
kids.
contradicting
No,
myself. Mhm.
yes, but why
I
are
will
you
look at the options.
contradicting
How
your
much
own
capable
statement? I
AI
just
at
want
the
to
point
know.
of time when I want my kid to be enrolled in a school, I will gauge whether AI has become capable enough or at that point of time humans is the best option. I will have to see the current condition. Right now, I will not commit my kid to an AI. Never. But 10 years down the line, I might think of it. 15 years, more. 20 years, more so. If you ask me 40 years down the line, will you commit your kid to an AI? I will, because it will be way more capable than a human. I'm not contradicting myself. I'm saying I'll just check the current development in AI. I'm 100% bullish on AI. It will be the future. It will be the right thing to do if we enforce proper guardrails, proper regulations, proper frameworks, governments and corporations collaborate. Only if it is controlled. In a controlled environment, if you make right use of AI, it will definitely help us and it will be a better alternative to human 40 years down the line. 40 years, I can say with confidence. But if you ask me 15 years down the line, I don't know. I'm not Elon Musk because I think you are an Elon Musk fan. He makes a lot of prediction, but most of his predictions are off. He's over optimistic. Like he's one of the finest human beings ever born on the planet, most successful, and I respect that. But one thing he does not get right is predictions. He said by 2019 we will have self-driving cars. We did not. He said by 2020 we will have Neuralink in our brains. We did not. He said we will be having 1 million robot taxis by 2020. We did not. And he said we will send humans on Mars by 2024 and just 2 weeks ago a starship exploded, so that is not happening. Elon Musk is over optimistic when it comes to AI, and he also kind of elaborates on the threat that AI is posing, and Bill Gates opposes him. So I'm not an Elon Musk fan when it comes to AI because he is very pessimistic when it comes to AI, but I am optimistic. Danger,
Yeah,
everything poses danger, and
it is good to be
AI very much
optimistic,
so.
but
But if we go on with
okay, but
controlled development,
in that
if
scenario,
Mhm. Yes, I'm listening to you. Go on.
no, you please finish. Okay, so
Okay.
it's good to be optimistic, and in that scenario, all the examples that you have put through, by looking to that also, it has been said that by to 2050 we would be having fully function flying cars. That is also good, but the thing is, if you want to be in the middle of the middle, how would you expect others to believe what you are saying? Rather we are on the front side or the other side, right? we can't rely on the middle part. It's good
I'm
that
not
you
in the
are
middle. I'm
understanding
not in
and
the
being
middle.
optimistic.
I am completely in favor of AI, but not right now. Because right now, if I trust
Exactly.
AI, it can kill me
That's the thing I
right
want
now.
to
But the topic is,
know, na?
do you trust AI? Do you think AI is an opportunity? I'm not saying it has completely materialized. Right now, it has not materialized, but it will. This is the point that I'm trying to make. I am in favor of AI completely 100%. But your question was, will you trust your kid to an AI? Today, I will not. I will definitely not. But 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, I will. I definitely will. Because by that time, AI will be developed.
Okay, then comes my
Right.
second question.
Okay, please.
Am I allowed, sir?
Yeah, Kashyap sir, I think we should go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Jagannath ji, we are
Okay, no issues.
not allowing you another question. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Akshay, for your participation. It was amazing to see you debating with the fellow contestants.
Thanks.
All right, now it's time to call Mr. Bilal Fayad. Mr. Bilal is going to speak against the same topic, artificial intelligence, danger or opportunity. All right, Mr. Bilal, your 4-minute timer starts now.
Hello. So, the topic for today's debate is artificial intelligence, danger or opportunity. So, the topic of artificial intelligence or AI is one that has been hotly debated in recent times. While some may argue that it is an opportunity for the betterment of society, I firmly believe that it is threatening to humanity. So, in this debate, I'll be presenting evidence to support my position. First and foremost, AI has the potential to disrupt entire industries, leading to significant job losses. And to prove my point, I went onto the internet and found a report. So, according to the report by McKinsey Global Institute, up to 800 million jobs could be lost due to automation by 2030, which is a lot as compared to 95 million jobs, which are the people are going to get by 2030. And if someone have said the same thing, like this much jobs are going to be lost by 2030, I wouldn't have believed it. Then we would not have believed it at all. But since past 3 years, we are watching it with our own eyes that so many people are losing their jobs, which get replaced by artificial intelligence or AI. This would have a devastating impact on individuals and communities, particularly in areas where traditional industries are already struggling. And the prime example of that can be 3D printers running on AI. Um, it is demolishing the industry of arts, and not just arts of designing. There are software runnings on AI which can write lyrics of new songs, which can make music with just one click. So it is clearly threatening the humanity. Moreover, the increasing use of AI in surveillance and facial recognition technologies raises concerns about privacy and civil liberties. For instance, China's social credit system, which relies heavily on AI-powered surveillance technology, has been used to suppress dissent and track individuals deemed untrustworthy by the government. In addition to these concerns, there is a risk that AI could become uncontrollable and unpredictable. I sometimes think about it like how to 40 to 50 years ago, the AI was nothing as compared to humans. But look where it is now. People are feeling threatened by it. AI can also pose a serious threat to our privacy and security as more and more devices become connected to the internet and communicate with each other. There is a growing risk of cyber attacks and data breaches. So once AI surpasses human intelligence, it may not be possible to anticipate how it will behave or make decisions. This could lead to unintended consequences that we are not prepared to handle. Furthermore, the development of AI is being driven primarily by corporations and governments with their own agendas. As a result, the priorities of these entities may not always align with the needs and interests of individuals and communities. This could lead to AI being used to perpetuate inequality and injustice rather than to create a more equitable society. And in my personal experience, I have seen how AI can perpetuate bias and discrimination. For instance, facial recognition technology has been shown to be less accurate in identifying people with darker skin tones. So this could result in innocent individuals being falsely accused or targeted by law enforcement. Uh,
All right,
despite the,
Mr. Bilal, your time is up. Thank you so much.
all right, thank you.
Now it's time to request your co-participants and the judges to ask questions to Mr. Bilal.
Okay. Hi, Bilal.
Hey,
Bilal,
Sarita.
hi. You said that AI is going to, of course, is going to lead to the job losses and everything. But don't you think so that every time evolution occurs, like one generation, second generation, third generation, like things, the way things are developing, there will be several jobs which we will lose, and then there will be several jobs, new jobs which will be created. AI is kind of a part of that. So, with the deep fear of that something unknown that it is going to grab all the jobs, don't you feel like it will be an impediment to our own development? If we will say that, okay, fine, let's stop machine learning, don't let AI to grow. Don't you think that?
Yeah, I do believe that for evolution, all these things are necessary. But sometimes let's talk about nuclear weapon. Okay, so nuclear weapon were made for the betterment and for the good of the society. Excuse me. So it was made for the betterment of the society so that we can stay safe. But there are, I won't name, but there are countries and there are many personalities who are at this time threatening people through nuclear weapons. Okay, so and also I would like to add that let's talk about like 20 years ago when if there was a machine, okay, let's say in a mill or in a factory, there was a machine which required, uh, let's say, 10 people to work on it. But now there is just one switch and that's all. And sometimes, like the operator is gone, the one who is aligning all the things, that person is gone. So, whether it doesn't matter how you want to accept it or not, but people are losing their job. People are working in the customer service now. They are so you will go to so many applications, you will see so many companies, you will go to their customer service and you won't find any person talking to you. You will just find that there's a chatbot who is giving you options that you want this or that. So there is not a single person who is talking to you. It has replaced like millions of jobs in just customer service.
I do not agree with this point, Bilal, because it has so happened that even if you are, chatbots and all, they just try to, eradicate like all the this. I'm so sorry, sir, my kid is here.
Yeah,
So
no problem.
yeah, so I just want to tell you that they are trying kind of eradicating from the lot of people who are trying to contact. They try to eradicate people who are not in urgent need. Because if my problems are something which is not, which like the Autobots are not being able to handle, I am always directed to a human, and then the humans are able to do that. So it is like, with one problem, a solution will come, and 10 more problems will come, and 10 more solutions will come. But because of that, do you think it is justified that we will stop our own development?
No, like I'm not saying, as I when I was speaking about the topic, I said that there should be a proper control by the government and corporate. But again, it comes back on the topic that you don't know what someone's agenda is. Like, what is my intention? You don't know that. I can be good. As I said, nuclear was made for a good, for good, but people can use it. People are using it for evil purposes. Cryptocurrencies, talking about cryptocurrencies, it was made for a good reason. But like, if I'll say 5% of the cryptocurrency is used by for good purpose, the 95% is being used for like bad purposes in the black market and in the dark web. So there are good points, but uh, I believe there are more negative points of AI.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your question.
Anybody else would like to ask Mr. Bilal?
I'll ask one.
Yeah.
Hi,
Go
Bilal. I
ahead.
have one question for you.
Sure, sir.
Bilal, you said that AI is hampering civil liberties. So, can you elaborate on this? How AI is doing that?
Yeah, as I mentioned, like now through everything is upon AI. So by changing the algorithms of social media, you must be aware, like if you visit our website, you will see many ads, and maybe you visit Instagram, you will see many Instagram reels or posts through related to that particular product. Let's say you visit for a tour package, you will see the same thing everywhere. Okay, so like the everyone, the corporate, the company, which the phone which you are using, they know what you are doing. Okay, so at the end, like every company which has to work in a country, which has to have business in a country, they are required to comply with the rules and regulations of the uh, government. Okay, if I talk about NordVPN, so NordVPN used to have servers in India as well, but Indian government asked NordVPN to share the data of the users. So yeah, NordVPN removed all the servers from India because they promised uh, their customers that they could not share their data. So that's why they removed all their servers from India. So yeah, due to AI, they can let us see what we want. Like they can just remove everything, what we should see, what are facts. So it can happen. They can just make us see what we want, what we don't want, like what they want us to see. So this is it was all about.
Okay, thank you, Bilal.
Yeah, thank a lot for your question.
I have a question, Bilal.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Um, if you have the power to change anything,
Yeah.
or alternatively, um, what suggestion would you give to reverse the impact of AI or save the earth from the danger, from the upcoming danger of AI?
I would say that there should be rules and regulations, because as Sarita said, that we cannot hamper with the evolution of AI. There should be rules and regulations with reference to AI. Like you can.
If you had the power, please
Okay.
tell me one
So
rule that you would make.
I would say that we can work till certain level for 10 years. Then we should stop for some time. Then we can see that if I had the power, so I can see whether what are the impacts of AI. Are we losing jobs? Are people getting hampered due to AI? Then we can take a next step. Then again stop for a while, for 2 years, 3 years. No need to like evolve anything in AI. Then again watch out what are the things which are happening. Is it more of a good or a bad? So this is one of the things which I will do.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for your question.
Yes, Mr. Akshat, you wanted to ask a question to Mr. Bilal.
Okay, so my question was earlier answered, but I'd like to ask another one. So, Bilal, you said you are against recommendation engines. You said that the corporates are spying on us. So, why are you against recommendation engines? If I want to buy a pair of Adidas and I was getting it at say 5,000 rupees, but a better deal comes along and I'm able to buy that at 4,000 rupees and I'm getting an Instagram ad for that, what is wrong in that? I was either way gonna buy that pair of shoes. If that ad saves me 1,000 rupees, what's the problem?
Okay, I'll say one thing. I'll tell you my own personal experience. Okay, so what happened? 5 days ago, I watch anime, by the way. So I was talking to one of my friend about the anime. There's an anime One Piece. So the director of that anime, he is hiring uh, multiple animators from other animes, different animes. Okay, so I was talking to him on WhatsApp. Okay, but I will tell you, the same night I was talking in the afternoon, but the same time in the evening, I started and he started seeing the reels regarding that. That there were reels and Instagram posts on social media that okay, this he is going to make hire these animators, and he is going to use these episodes who animated these episodes. So I'm talking about these things. Like uh, we all know, like everything in limit is completely fine. But when it goes out of limit, like you are talking about something and you start seeing the same thing on YouTube and social media, even though your phone is like kept here and you are talking, so it kind of bugs me.
So what you're talking about, I think it's a data leak. His phone was compromised or something. It was something that only he knew. We are talking about private conversation on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, it was for both
Yes,
me and him, for both of us,
yes,
not just him.
it was encrypted. So that data should not have been leaked. His phone or your phone is compromised. That's that. And apart from that, if you think about other things, WhatsApp collects data and it openly discusses to you about that when you accept terms and conditions. You accept the terms and conditions. Only after that WhatsApp starts to collect data from you. And if you are very concerned about not getting recommended certain products or certain series or web series or whatever, then you can always switch to incognito tab. There's an incognito tab in Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer. You can switch to that and none of your data will be leaked to anyone. I often use it. I personally use it, and no recommendation, not a single recommendation comes from the searches that I make in incognito tab. So you might consider using that. And
Yeah, just
as far
one
as
more
conversation
thing.
goes, you could use Telegram, Signal, etc.
Yeah, so I was just talking about WhatsApp. So like WhatsApp, you might have heard like recent news where WhatsApp chats, even though they claim that their chats are end-to-end encrypted, but still their chats are getting leaked on the internet. Even
It's
people
not just
on
about
Google can
WhatsApp.
find it.
Your SMS can also be leaked. It's not about WhatsApp. Only those chats can be leaked whose phones are compromised. It's not about WhatsApp collecting your data. It's a hacker collecting your data, and he can collect it from any application. WhatsApp is not to blame here. That data is fully encrypted until and unless someone has access to your phone maliciously. So that's another topic.
All right.
All right. So I believe that we are done with Mr. Bilal's turn, and we shall move to our next contestant. That is Miss Sarita Sanik. Ms. Sarita is going to speak in favor of the topic artificial intelligence, danger or opportunity.
Okay.
Ms. Sarita, your 4-minute timer starts now.
Good afternoon to everyone. And today I'm going to talk about how AI is an opportunity. Now, Ginny Rometty said that some people call this artificial intelligence, but the reality is this technology will enhance us. So instead of artificial intelligence, I think you can say that we will augment our intelligence. Artificial intelligence is technically a branch of computer science that deals with the development of machines that can perform tasks that requires human intelligence like speech recognition, language translation, and decision making. So artificial intelligence is said to be the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and perform tasks like humans. Now, AI, there are several benefits of AI for people. AI could help people with improved healthcare, safer cars and other transport system, tailored, cheaper and longer lasting products and services. It can also facilitate access to information, education and training. The need for the opportunity for businesses increases with artificial intelligence. As per European Parliament's think tank 2020, 11 to 37% of estimated increase of labor productivity related to AI will happen by 2035. AI increases the opportunity in public services as well, because by the same think tank, the report says that 1.5% to 4% of greenhouse emissions will be reduced. They will be reduced by 1.5 to 4% by 2030. So AI is not only doing the will help in doing businesses, but also it will be doing public service. It will be strengthening democracy, because it will be preventing disinformation and cyber attacks. It will ensure that people have access to quality information, and they will definitely support, as I one of the participants said, that AI is supposed to increase racism. No, they could also support diversity and openness by mitigating the possibility of prejudice in hiring decisions and using analytical data instead. AI's security and safety, it predicted to be used more in crime prevention and criminal justice system, because massive data sets could be processed faster, and they can also assess whether the prisoner is a flight risk or not more accurately. Then if you think about the military matters, then AI could be used for defense as well, and they can attack strategies in back hacking and phishing, or target key system. We know that cyber warfare is so aggressive these days. To be always at the top foot, we need AI. In medical fields also, like I have personally witnessed, like how the treatment of cancer has improved tremendously, how oncology departments are going miles because with the help of AI. So AI is beneficial. AI have advantages compared to human. AI can, I think, do far more better work, specifically in the tasks which humans are unable to perform, like deep sea expedition, space expedition. So simply put, AI gives human the opportunity to amplify creativity. Yes, there have been sci-fi movies which have portrayed a future where humans are going to be servants and machines are going to be their master. But the fear that AI will develop consciousness is founded on misconception. No one knows how to make something conscious. We can make something intelligent, but we don't understand consciousness, let alone replicate it. That machines will somehow have their own goals is not how AI works. AI doesn't have free will, ambitions, or intentions, at least till now. So it's only designed to do things faster and more effectively than humans. At last, I just want to say, let us not fear the future, but shape it. Let us not fear change, but embrace it. We are, after all, one of the most intelligent creatures on this planet, and we must not reject what can make us smarter.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sarita. Now I would request the participants and the judges to kindly ask Ms. Sarita questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hello, Sarita.
Hi, Jagannath.
So, as you mentioned on your debate, that it is good for democracy, like how AI helps in the building of the democracy. Could you please give me only one reason how it helps?
See, yeah, I know there these days people have said that they are, like, misusing and all, but if you will think about it, when AI will be there, disinformation and cyber attacks will be reduced. We will get access to quality information. Like, we will be able to, in a way, avoid the troll army, and you will be able to see and judge yourself what is the real information. Okay, because these days if you will go on the net, it's really hard to go about it. But if the AI is there, it will be able to give more database scrutiny. It will be able to give us, like, they will be able to scrutinize more on datas and other things. So I believe that a democracy, because if I am a voting person, I need more quality information. So I guess AI will be helpful in that. I will be able to, in the sea of disinformation, I think the AI will help me to get right information.
One follow-up
Can't
question.
AI?
Ja-
Jagannath,
just
please go.
just as you said, I hope from a layman's perspective, everyone knows that when it comes to democracy, it means the right to choose. From a layman's perspective, as you said, I hope you know the idea or the notion like like there's a particular country who is
Mm.
using the face recognition system as well as the tracking system when it comes to their education policies. So they can't freely roam here around the children's. They can't even talk freely. They can't open up. So don't you think it's a threat to democracy?
See,
And
ev-
all they are using is AI.
yeah, I see. It is not like that any new invention or any new innovation or even AI. AI is like, these days, it is the way you are saying, yes, definitely it will be a threat if you are doing that. But for that, government needs to make regulations. The government needs to be vigilant as well. If there will be a problem, we have to figure out the solution. But just because we are expecting problem more, we cannot deny the benefits of it as well.
What if the government doesn't want to do it?
See,
What if a government or a corporate or any organization
uh,
doesn't want to do it?
yes, in the past as well, there have been instances when government and people they are not willing to make the change. But then we people have to do bring the change. We don't even know how they are. Yes, there have been restrictions. Yes, the government. We are saying that our privacy and life and our space have been invaded. But there are other when the benefits outweigh it. You cannot, just for some troubles, you cannot deny it. And definitely, when the situation will be this severe, definitely regulations and things will go on. But AI to completely discredit it, I don't think so. It's correct.
What if a whole country, just
Uh,
the government of a whole country, doesn't want to remove it? Let's say you said that there should be like people will bring it down. What if the government of the country doesn't want? Like we have seen many countries, there are many countries which still have like a monarchy system and communism system. So what? They don't have democracy. So like if if a group of countries are saying that you should remove AI and from using these things, so what if they say no, I will not? What will you do?
okay.
So it
Yes,
will be affected. And you said
even
uh,
without
just let me
okay,
complete
yeah,
a little
please
bit more.
finish it. Yeah.
So it's like you said that it has a lot of benefits, but with a little bit of negatives. Okay, so you do you agree that by the time AI will grow more stronger, and with AI, human will also grow more stronger, right?
See, my point of view is that, see, I'm a layman, so I don't know the technical know-how as much as other people, like all the engineers would be
Mm,
knowing. But from my perspective is, we are giving AI too much credit. Even without AI, in the past, we had dictators, we had people, we had totalitarian regimes, we had authoritarian regimes. They didn't need AI, by the way. They were able to do that without the help of AI. So yes, there will be some systems which people would like to misuse it, because we are, of course, as I said in my speech as well, that a machine is not supposed to use consciousness. You can feed intelligence, but you cannot use consciousness. And those decisions which are based on consciousness, or the person's need to rule the people, then definitely in that case, human will always, override anything AI will do. What AI can definitely do is it can predict such behavior and will try to do it. Second thing, yes, as you said, there will be governments, there will be people in power who would like to use this as a tool to remain in power. That we then the people and the same people who are developing AI, they will definitely be able to develop the counterpart to that. I believe that, because it is not possible that if being the intelligent creature, see how we have developed,
but people will
right?
suffer,
From the
right? If you make if let's say country A has make nuclear weapon, and to counter that, country B made more powerful nuclear weapon. So country A attacked country B, then country B which made more powerful nuclear weapons, so it is going to affect the common population.
See, I'll quote an instance in that. The way the Nazi were working, Albert Einstein was compelled to write to the president of US that please, they are developing nuclear power, which are going to hamper the earth. But what really happened? It was the US who developed the nuclear power and bombed Japan and Nagasaki. So, we are saying that the AI will be there always, and then the people will get the notions to do that. It's not. if a person wants to be a dictator, if the person wants to stay in that authoritarian regime, they will be able to do that. But AI is also used, sometimes AI can also predict that these things are going to happen. The way the information will be assessed, the way the information will be, disseminated, that will ensure that how we are going to do that. So I believe, yes, there is threat. There is definitely a threat that people will misuse AI. So we have to be vigilant about it. Government needs to be vigilant about it. The companies producing the products need to be vigilant about it, so that they are also accountable for it. If the accountability will be there, then definitely threats will reduce. That is my viewpoint.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, please.
Okay, so what if AI surpasses human? Then a government or anyone cannot control it. No one can control it. What if it starts thinking like human? As Akshat also said, like there will be a point of time where AI is going to surpass human intelligence. Okay, they might start thinking like human, have emotions. So with emotions, emotion doesn't mean that you will only have good emotions like love, affection. You can also have like uh, sorrow, and you can also have bad emotions like hatred. So it can be more devastating, like for to make an attack you need a gun, but with AI you can just control everything.
See, that is the same thing where people were saying that ChatGPT is going to eat up everything. ChatGPT is going to, kill everything. But I was listening to an interview by Mr. Narayan Murthy, Infosys founder, a few days back, and he said that why we are scared of challenges ahead. Yes, there will be things, yes, there will be creation which will challenge humans' creativity and productivity more. But definitely, if such, a threat comes, then the opportunities will arise as well. Necessity is the mother of invention. So you will be, the way the problems will come, you will be able to hold it. And second part about machines developing emotions, I don't think so this happens until and unless they are able to track. There is a possibility that they can do that. I'm not saying that I wasn't scared when I saw those sci-fi movies that, machines are supposed to channelize and they are able to control it. But at the end of the day, who is the creator of machines? So we are actually, we are, valuing human intelligence very less. If there will be a time that machines will be able to develop emotions, being humans, I think we will be able to know how to control it.
Sarita, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You ended your speech on a very passionate note, and I really liked your conclusion. I love opening statements and concluding statements, but can you give me an example of how AI in a normal day scenario, like, in a simple layman language, how has it made you smarter? Just one example.
Ma'am, I will just give one example, which was really beneficial for me. Earlier it wasn't possible that whatever we were speaking, we were not able to, convert it into whatever we are writing. So while I was doing some research work, some sort of research for my work, I find out this, I got to this, came to this feature that where how the people were saying it was coming on the Microsoft paper. So that, speech recognition and the system of Google Assistant and the way I was dictating and everything was coming on the paper and I was accessing the class, the whole transcript was available. That really helped me a lot. And I think it's a wonderful feature. If in fact, I would not say that it made me lazy, it actually increased my output. I was able to conduct the seminars and training sessions more efficiently because of that.
Okay.
So that is a personal thing. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Any other question for Ms. Sarita?
Sarita, one question. You have made certain very interesting observations about the positive aspects of AI. You've said that AI is helped in reducing the greenhouse emissions, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
can you elaborate how it's doing that?
Sir, actually, I read a report by European Parliament, and they said that when the AI will come, they will be able to, mechanize the whole. They will be able to analyze how much smoke would be released. They will be the whole factory if they are getting automated. Then the AI will be able to reduce greenhouse emissions by that. So in the report, I read that the AI will be able to do that. Like these days, what we do, we cannot control the how much machines or how much pollutants we will be emitting in the air. But I read that with the efficient, like in Europe, some of the factories are doing that. That the whole system is so automated that they are ensuring that less harmful pollutants are released in the air from the factory. So that is where I got to know.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sarita.
Okay, thank you
I
so
have
much, sir.
a question.
Yes, ma'am.
My question is basically, as we are focusing on AI and we are talking about the positives, how do you think we can make AI accessible for everyone, irrespective of their socio-economic status?
Ma'am, accessing AI, I mean, like for to make AI accessible to everyone, I think for that, more than AI, we need human endeavor. Our leaders, humans, we need specifically our government. They need to make it so efficient. Like they need complex structure. As what I have understood from my reading, they need complex structures for setup and everything. If the government can ensure that, then definitely it will become more accessible to people. Like earlier, if you think, well, it's ma'am, I'm a layman, I don't know the technical things like Akshat and other people. But what what I have really understood it, when I go to villages now for like one of the few works which I was doing for my NGO, when we go to deep villages these days, seeing them use ma'am, Paytm more than cash is like wonderful feeling. So it's not like they are not improving, but yes, government endeavor is needed. And if government will ensure that the setup and everything is enabled properly, then I believe, ma'am, all the people will be able to access it. And of course, ma'am, prices are a factor. And in a price sensitive country like India, government need to work like that. That is my understanding. Ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions or shall we move ahead? All right, so no more questions for Ms. Sarita. Thank you so much.
Sir.
Now it's time to call Mr. Jagannath. Mr. Jagannath is going to speak against the topic artificial intelligence, danger or opportunity.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Mr. Jagannath, your 4-minute timer starts now.
Thank you. So hello, everyone. There's an old statement, the development of artificial intelligence could spell the end of human race. It was stated by Stephen Hawking, which just proves that artificial intelligence, this terminology was present late back days. But he still knew the fact that how harsh it could be on the human race. Everyone says that no, when artificial intelligence comes, it won't be hampering the jobs, like they're making it overhyped, but it is actually, because from a layman's perspective, what is artificial intelligence? It is nothing but when robust data sets are combined with human intelligence and voice preferences and perceptions, a certain type of module is created which is used to do problem solving rather. But in that scenario, just think a person who is been practicing a kind of job from past 10 to 20 years, and he is in his mid 40s or in early 30s, would he be willing to change his work and shift to the technical aspects? Just think that the work or the kind of profession he follows doesn't need that much of change. Would he be willing to do that? Would it be good for the betterment of the society? People say that even if 85 million jobs would be hampered, 97 million jobs will be created. But for that creation, aren't they willing to understand how much technical knowledge the people need to be indulged into, nurtured into? Right now, automation is really taking a lot of jobs, but still, it is also violating the privacy and other aspects. The search engine optimization and the algorithmic biasness make sure that even if you want to watch a content for an hour, you will end up watching 5 hours just because of the backend system, how it is marketed. That's the sole reasons TikTok was banned, because the content that their own country which produced the app would be watching or making sure their citizens watch won't be the same on the product based markets on US and India, or the type of content they are providing. Market volatility, and other weapon automation are quite hamper, and it making it really reluctant to the fact, and why people are making it sure that it is an okay thing. Indeed, it is okay. But when we are going to think of one step closer, that okay, it is okay, why we are neglecting the other four aspects? Now it can't be good. Artificial intelligence, something which is based upon data. How correct it is, how wrong it is, we don't know. Though AI could pass lots of medical exams, but still he failed UPSC exam. Why? Because the data which was filled was previous years. It has to be updated regularly. So if there is something which has to be updated regularly, be it a software or be it something, it needs something from a human perspective. And in this very earth, to go for the existence, we need the emotional quotient of a human. Without that, how well the technology advances, still we can't be rest assured that okay, it will work as far good as it is. I know to err is a human, but still I will be fully willing to be getting cured by a doctor rather than a machine, because I feel he has certain expectations, and a teacher is far more willing to able to teach rather than a robot who will just keep on asking, and he just has to be following a set of instructions which is preloaded. Suppose I have to ask a question related to emotional quotient, he won't be having the answer. He will just say, please connect to another user. This is how much it
All
is
right,
said, that
Mr.
how much
Jagannath, your time is up.
dependency
Thank you
occurs.
so much.
Thank you.
It's time to ask Mr. Jagannath questions. May I have questions
Jagan,
for him?
Jagannath, you made a very valid point at the that you would like to be treated by a doctor rather than a machine, and be get taught by a teacher than AI. So I just have a question to that. Like, what role do governments, companies, and individual play in ensuring the safe and ethical development of AI?
Okay. First of all, when we talk about AI, we have to look what kind of problem we need to solve, and for that purpose we are using AI. Like, the problems and the end product could be of various kinds. It's the humans who develop the app, and which at the broader perspective decide how it's going to consume, or how it's going to influence the mentality of the human beings. So the government has the sole purpose, or the majority of the share, when implementing certain regulations in a better regulatory manners, so that it doesn't affect the natural rights of a civilian, so that it won't be getting hampered in future preferences.
Okay. A kind of a follow-up question. So it is like, how can we ensure that AI is used for the benefit of our society as a whole, rather than just for the benefit of a few? Like you said, the government has the majority of the share of all these things. Like they have the whole of these things. So how can it be used for the benefit of the society as a whole, rather than just for the government?
It will depend on certain set of rules, because when a higher authority passes down a judgment or a law, it has to be checked regularly. And when it comes to regularly, means at a regular interval of time, because be it something which is we call a meta software, or be it something in reality, when it comes to their applications, It could be anything, but at the end of the day, what's its main purpose is to serve the humanity. So we just have to make sure that proper regulations are made so that when it comes to influencing the earth, it shouldn't be violating and should be helping in the future sustainable growth.
Okay, one more last question from my end. It is that before ChatGPT, people used to use Stack Overflow and they used to Google HTML or CSS or any JavaScript, any code. So, what difference has it made? Like, how is that? How has it affected the community? How the AI has affected in a negative way? Because you are speaking against the topic. So how?
Okay.
Yeah.
So being myself from a computer background, it has affected me vastly because I'll be very much honest. It makes me feel very much sad. I have seen live examples that people can run large machine learning codes via use of ChatGPT. But when a teacher asks them to please come in front of a blackboard and write a simple recursion problem, they aren't able to do it. What does it shows? It questions the integrity of a teacher, that the teacher isn't, capable enough to teach. But in reality, it's the integrity of the student which is in question because he isn't doing a correct homework. Until and unless you are capable of yourself, you don't have your own value systems stable enough, how could you expect others to rely upon you? And from a broader perspective, it's always welcomed. AI is always welcome, and even I take its help whenever I feel it's difficult to find certain answers. I myself practice lots of codes on lead codes, geek for geeks, but still there are certain questions which I am not able to find on Stack Overflow also. But on finding those questions on AI is easier, but still it has a drawback. What kind of drawback? That the more and more I search it, the less time I get for the self improvisation on my intellect when it comes to solving hard DSA questions or hard problem solving aspects. So it is, though it is increasing my productivity, but hampering my self growth.
Thanks a lot, Jagannath. That's all from my end.
Any
I
other
have
questions? Yes, Ms.
so
Sarita.
yeah. Jagannath, according to you, what you said, don't you think so? You were talking about that how like you are going and you are trying to search a product. Like I'm from like management field, from a marketing field. I would like to ask you, don't you think so that with this AI, the way it has enhanced your level, it has enhanced your your experience, the way you used to do online shopping as compared to that now you are getting more options, kind of like your preferred niche you are getting. So don't you think so it's good? I'm just talking about from this aspect.
Yes, it's actually good because, as you said, you come from a management perspective. There's a little bit information I would like to share with you. There's a term SEO, search engine optimization. So how it is works? Suppose you want to buy a product, you will search it. Either you will speak about it with a friend, or you will just, for instance, discuss it. The search engine optimization, which is powered by AI algorithms, is so much powerful. The moment you search about it, search about it rather, or discuss about it, the very moment you will go on to certain apps or certain websites, you will get to see the ads, right? But it has a drawback. You will never get the right amount of price. You will never get the correct information. There would be follow-up links. There would be hyperlinks which could lead you to some difficult sites. Pardon me, I may not name those sites, but it is kind of bad. It leaves a bad impact because even if it doesn't matter how much mature we are still someone who are getting influenced by whatever we see in audio visual perspective. So we have, though it is very good, but we have to make sure that whatever we do, this, be it in search, be it in discussion, it has to be monitored by ourselves already. monitored by ourselves rather.
Then again, a follow-up question comes. Do you think that AI is is it really very evil and it should not be implemented?
I beg your pardon, please could you repeat?
You are saying that the disadvantages outweighs the advantages of it, and it should not be implemented. You are calling it as an evil thing, rather.
Not at all. I'm never against it. The thing is, until and unless something is regulated, too much of anything is bad. Because I hope you are reading the daily blogs or whatever on text, because everyone have a follow-up questions, follow-up information rather. Currently, the tech giants such as Tesla owner and Microsoft are signing pacts that please stop the over usage of experimenting of AI. Everything is done at moderation is good, but still we have to stop because the exponential growth curve of AI is still undervalued. It's too much, and we can't even imagine within, because like we are discussing right now, a new code, a new project, a new software, a new model is getting implemented. The growth is vast, but still we need a breakthrough.
Thank you.
Jagannath, I have a question for you, the same one that I asked Bilal. If you remember, if you were in a position of power, what would you do to control the danger that AI is posing?
If I have all the necessary powers, to be precise, first and foremost, I would like to implement certain set of rules and regulations, and I will take the assistance of some higher authorities, be it my teachers, my mentors, or anyone, to formulate a set of instructions and examine it at a regular interval of time and then implement it, so that whenever we get the results or the outputs at a yearly manner annually, we will get to know how we can use AI for the betterment of the society, betterment of the humanity, so that whenever we get the updates like something is misused or which something which is detrimental to the society, we can again amend it, so that could we could check the progress and the development of the AI.
Does any regulatory body exist in any of the countries of the world to regulate AI?
Well, currently till now, officially there isn't a regulatory body, but
So
whenever
why
we
do you think none of the nations have
whenever we
considered
tend to
having
think
one?
rather, well, maybe yes, because the United Nations is the supreme entity when it comes to creating laws, and every nation should abide by it. But still, there are certain high authorities which have enough money to influence their decisions, maybe directly. I might not say the name, but still, until and unless each and every big superpower agrees to sign a pact that we have to go for the humanity saviorness rather than the destructive side, it won't be possible. And this is the practical approach every country should take, rather than making something isolated or rely upon a single entity to take all those decisions.
Right. Thank you.
Jagannath, I have one question for you. Contrary to the stance which you have taken, have you used any AI tool in preparation of your today's debate? If yes, then which tool you used and how it helped you?
So to be honest, I haven't used. I
Okay.
do have taken the help of Google to summarize the points, like how it is really being detrimental to the society and how it is affecting. Though I'll be honest, I have personally been affected by the usage of AI, though not directly, but I have got influenced by AI a lot, be it academically or be it in a relationship wise. That's fine.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other
Could you
questions?
question? Yes, I would like to ask one.
Yeah, please.
So, Jagannath, I would like to have some clarity on your stance. So, earlier you said that if you want to develop AI, you need humans. So you were pointing it out that as something as if it is a bad thing. So do you think it is a bad thing that we still need humans in this world?
I never said that. I think you have
No, you
misinterpreted
said
what I
that.
said. The thing is,
Mhm.
what I said.
You said that
I would
if you
love
want to
to
feed
hear.
data to the
Please.
AI, then you will have to use humans for that. You will have to update AI. For that, you need humans. You said, what good is it then?
Exactly. Exactly. No, there's nothing wrong with it. I think you have completely
Okay.
misinterpreted what I meant to say. What I mean to say was, what is AI from a layman's perspective? Because as you are also from a technical background, I hope you are getting my point. AI is something when a robust data set is combined and human intelligence is used from a layman's perspective to create a module to do problem solving. That problem solving could be anything, be it anything, face recognition, ATM machine, whatever. But
You are telling the definition of
how
AI,
can we
but
expect the good output?
Mhm.
I'll let me finish. You can ask. The
Okay.
thing is, how can you expect something to give a product until and unless you are going to update it? Because even a software needs time to time upgradation. Like a medical exam can be cleared by an AI. Why can't it clear UPSC exams? Because it had previous data, not the current knowledge. Until and unless we have the facts to make sure that we are stable enough to get back to the nature of the back end, how can we rely upon its products to give us the results which are not updated with the current time? That's what I meant to say.
The current state of AI is that it is suited for very particular domains right now. What we are talking about is AGI. It is called AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. It is the thing that corporates are after. Currently, only apply AI to particular domains to solve particular problems. And even then, let's say you are making the point that AI is not capable enough, that you still need humans. And that's a good thing. In my perspective, that's a good thing. You still need humans. You create employment to develop AI. So that is positive, not a negative. I think you are speaking from my stance.
I have never spoken of your stance. The thing I have been repeating, I'm again repeating for the third time. You just misinterpreted what I meant to say. As clear as that. The thing, as you said, AI, it doesn't matter whether it's AI, whether it's AGI. It is a artificial intelligence. And I will always look for the broader picture rather than just pointing on the particular point that you just keep on repeating time and time again.
Okay, I think I misunderstood you. You are right. All right. I think that ends the conversation.
No issue.
All right. Any other questions? All right. So I could not see any other questions coming up. So this means that it is the end of the first segment of our today's online debate competitions finale round. Please give us some minutes so that the result gets compiled and we could get the top two candidates for the second segment of the finale round. Are you all excited enough to know who are the top two candidates who have made it to the finals? I'm sure that there must be some kind of curiosity.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. So here I would like to request Dr. Kulvinder Pal sir to kindly reveal us the names of those two candidates who have made it to the finals. Sir, can you please do us the favors, please?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you are
sir.
audible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kashyap, sorry, I was away, so I missed if you have announced something.
So I would request you to kindly announce the names of the top two candidates who have made it to the finale. The
Okay,
second segment.
so you have given me a tough task to do. Okay, so first of all, I congratulate all the four participants. You have made our job quite tough because all of you have presented your views very meticulously, articulately, and with confidence. So it was quite difficult to narrow down to final two, but still, with just difference of just fraction of marks, we can say that the next finalist we have shortlisted. So. The not in any particular order. The first finalist for the next round is any guesses from our participants, or all of you think that they would be in the final round?
We are just wishing that it like it could be us. That's all.
Okay, okay. So first finalist is Mr. Akshat Batra. Congratulations, Akshat.
Congratulations, sir.
And the second finalist is Sarita Sainik. So many congratulations
Congratulations,
and
Sarita.
best
Thank
wishes for the next round. And very good job done for all the participants. You have really raised the bar of this competition. So I once again congratulate all the four participants. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for revealing the names of the two finalists. And congratulations, Mr. Akshat and Ms. Sarita, for making it till the end. I congratulate all of you, all the participants, and I want you all to stay connected for the second segment of our finale round. Before moving to that, I would request our judges to kindly share their experience of the first round. May I ask Ms. Gini Nijavan ma'am to kindly share her experience with us?
Yeah, thank you, Kashyap sir, for giving me the chance.
You're welcome, ma'am.
So first of all, I want to say that, the entire event has surpassed my expectation. I think you all came so well prepared. Your speeches were well researched. You spoke so confidently with so much of composure. I especially like that none of you lost temper or got emotional, or, it was so much of composure in everybody. Definitely, it was a very tough call for us. We were giving the marks, and it was very difficult for us to say that, who would be the top two. But I just want to give a little bit of feedback to each one of you. Akshat, I think you're a great speaker. Uh, I really like the way you present your thoughts. You're very convincing. You're very sharp. You could go a little slower and emphasize on each word. I thought that was missing in your debate. Bilal, I think your speech is very clear. Each word is heard correctly and clearly. But I think you need a little more aggression and energy while you talk. I thought that somewhere makes you a little, when you lose a bit of marks there. Sarita, I think, again, a great speaker, but you look up a lot. So when you talk, you tend to do this, which I think can be avoided. You can make a little more eye contact, even though we are not in front of you. I thought you could make a little more eye contact. Um, but I loved your concluding statement. I thought that came with a lot of passion. I really liked it. Jagannath, I think you are very natural. You speak from the heart. You're passionate. You seem to be actually convinced with the thought that artificial intelligence is a danger. I personally liked your speech a lot. And if I were to judge singly, you would be amongst the top two. But I would say that you all gave such tough competition to each other that it was indeed a difficult task for us. Given a choice to me, I would say all of you come to the next level and let's hear you out. But yeah, we need to watch out on the time. And a couple of things more. Um, I found a powerful opening line missing in most of the speeches. I think you could be a little more formally dressed. Not everyone, but I think when you are coming and speaking on a forum like this, a little more seriousness that should reflect in the way you dress gives you an added advantage. Make more eye contact with the camera so that you sound more convincing and more confident. But all of you have done a great job, and I feel very proud that even in a virtual event like this, you have come so solid prepared, and you are there to give a tough competition to each other, and it's very heartwarming for me to see that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such grateful words. Thank you. Dr. Kulvindapal, sir, any words from your end to our participants?
I think ma'am has covered everything extensively, so I don't think so there is any room to further give any feedback. But I'll wish all the best for the final round to all the finalists.
Thank you so much, sir. Ms. Vishali Chabra, ma'am, could you please say a few words to our participants?
Yes, sure. So first of all, I would really like to tell all of you that you were great. Again, I would like to second Gini ma'am in that you were really well prepared, and I think the things that you added up, the examples that you put up, and even answering the questions were great. So that is a great thing. And yes, Giri ma'am already covered, but one thing I would like to add up is yes, you are great speakers, but at the same time, when we talk about communication, there should be a bit more of non-verbal communication as well, using your hands and gestures a bit, which was missing. Yes, eye contact is one thing which ma'am already pointed out, and yes, that is one thing that can be done. And one thing I would like to suggest Jagannath is that try adding a bit more work on a bit more stress. Like how do you stress shift in different situations, and how do you put up stress when you're talking? Like putting up stress on something that is more important, and then dealing out with the other one. That is something that can be worked upon. Rest, I think you all did a great job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vishali ma'am. Now it's time for us to move to the
Kashyap sir,
second.
sorry to interrupt you.
No issues, ma'am.
From
Please
what
continue.
Vaishali ma'am said, I definitely, I always stress on voice modulation a lot. You cannot have a same tone when you're talking something. There have to be some kind of, ups and downs in the volume or in the pitch, or slow and fast kind of communication to stress, how they rap sometimes and then they go slow. Voice modulation was particularly missing in Jagannath's speech. And we're giving this feedback not because we want to be critical about what you have spoken or how you have spoken. We just want that you come better prepared the next time around. So, voice modulation, please read up if you do not understand what it actually means. I don't want to take too much time, but all of you need to work on the voice modulation, please. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's catch up with the time, and now let's move ahead to the second segment of our finale round. So the top two finalists, are you ready? All set? Let me read the instructions to both of you. So you both will have 3 to 4 minutes again to speak on the topic, to put forward your arguments, either favoring or disfavoring the topic given to you. And it shall be given to you on the spot. You will have 5 minutes of time to prepare for the given topic. Most importantly, each one of you will be notified about the time you can start to speak for the allotted time period and when the time limit will be over. And please make sure that the candidates should keep their microphones on during the time. And moreover, both of you will keep your cameras on, whether it is your turn or not. And this is quite important. You cannot switch off the cameras while the one person is speaking and the other is simply listening. All right. Okay, so let me share with you the topic. So your topic is human intelligence has done more bad than good to society. I'm going to share it in the chat box with you both. Are you guys able to read it? It's human intelligence has done more bad than good to society. This is your topic. And Mr. Akshat, you are going to support it. You are going to speak in the favor, and Ms. Sarita is going to speak against it. All right, both of you? Okay, so I'm going to put on the timer now. Your 5 minutes time starts now. Prepare for it. This is to remind both of you that your half time is over. You both are left with 30 seconds. Last few seconds. And the preparation time is up. Please make sure that both of your cameras are on. All right, so I'm going to call Mr. Akshat, who is going to speak in favor of the topic, human intelligence has done more bad than good to society. All right, Mr. Akshat, your 4-minute timer starts now.
Someone wise once said, once destroyed, nature's beauty cannot be purchased at any price. 5 to 7 million years ago, since then, we are destroying natural resources. Without us, Earth would have been a self-sustaining planet. We have mined and mined taken away from Mother Earth ever since our inception here. From the beginning, we started to hunt animals for food. We started to take from our Mother Earth without giving any thought on what we are leaving behind for our next generation. We have been filling rivers with pollutants, air with smoke, making it difficult for other species to live. Just because we are more intelligent than other species does not mean that we get to exploit this planet as much as possible. Just because those species cannot make technology does not mean that we can take away their resources too. They cannot speak does not mean their voice should not be heard. They are also living beings, animals, birds, all the species that we inhabit Earth with. They are equal owners of this planet. But humans do not understand this. We are takers. Because of us, species have gone extinct. Environmental degradation we have caused has led other species to migrate to other places where they cannot even survive, where climate is not appropriate, just because we have made factories at their original locations. We have done good work, but only for ourselves, without paying any heed to the species that also own Earth. We have overlooked them just because they are not as intelligent as us. According to NASA, some parts of the Earth would be inhabitable by 2050 due to climate change. India has surpassed China when it comes to population. And in part of this is due to our mentality that Earth is not going anywhere. Just because we have not seen something happen yet does not mean that it will not happen in the future too. We are human beings. We learn from practice because we are biologically evolutioned to do so, to think so. What we have already seen is what we believe in. But the demolition of Earth, the way are destroying this planet, the end is not very far. We are not able to see it. We are not able to realize it because in normal life we see everything is going as it should be. There is no disruption in normal quality of life. The way people were living 50 years ago, they are living now. Every day people go with cars to their offices. Since 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, they are doing the same. They think, what's the problem here? We are not degrading. We are not doing any harm to planet. Otherwise, how would we able to be there? How we have been able to live? We are doing the same. We are living the same, the way we did before. But people do not understand that change is happening. It's not just instant. It's gradual. It is eventual. But there will come a time when this will materialize, and then there will be no going back. We still have some time left. We still have time to make things right, to make things the way they are supposed to be. But we do not do that just because we are evolutioned to believe that the things will not change. We have this mindset that change will never ever come, but it will. We have come at a point where we are making starships to move to other planets. Humans have understood the kind of higher intellectual beings that we talk about, the leaders that we look up to. They have understood that the end is near. We will need to leave this
All right,
planet.
Mr.
We
Akshay,
will
your time
need
is
to
up.
relocate.
Thank you so much. I would request Ms. Sarita and our judges to kindly ask any questions if they have to Mr. Akshay.
Akshat, as I was listening to your speech, you believe that yes, we have done a certain amount of damage to the earth. But don't you think so? Like the sort of damage we have done, we are also trying to take measures to curb that. And it's just because it is, and we have done great inventions as well. We have done great discoveries as well. Doesn't that count for anything?
That counts for something. But when you see the inventions and discoveries that we have done, whom is it for? Is it for us? It is for us. It is not for the other species. We have not taken care of them. There are endangered species now, species that were alive before, but now are at the brink of extinction. There are extinct species now. We have only thought about ourselves, not about other species, just because we think that we are more important than them, just because we are more intelligent. The people that are older value this. They know that human life is as important as the life of an animal. Even in our shastras, life is considered equal. Souls are same. An animal has the same soul as a human. But still, even if you look at our legal system right now, it values human life more than an animal's life. That is wrong. We need to understand that animal life matters, that nature matters. A tree also has life. It has to count for something. It shouldn't be so easily killed. When you cut a tree, it's equal to killing a living being. People do not realize that because our laws, our legal system does not count that in. We have been trained to think that humans are somehow more and better living beings. We are better, we are more developed than animals. Yes, we are, but that's how nature made them. That's how God made them. That does not mean that we get to rule them. We get to decide their future. We get to decide only our future. We should not be entitled to destroy their planet too. They can't say something. That does not mean that we get to invade their rights. That is the point I'm trying to make.
Akshat, one question. Uh, don't you think the concept like sustainable development, environmental consciousness, Like these are the concepts of, these are also the product of human intelligence.
Yes, sir, they are. But in my belief, it's too late for that. No matter how much measures we take, we can only push it later. Before we were going in making this planet inhabitable by 2050. Maybe if we go on the route of sustainable development, then we will push it to 2070. We will push it to 2090. But what after that? We will have to leave this planet at some point. No matter how much measures we take, we cannot reverse the damage that we have done during all these past years. There's no going back. We can only push the deadline later, but there comes a deadline. And that is only because of us.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for our participant, Mr. Akshay?
Kashyap sir, even you can ask a question.
All right. So, yeah, well, I actually want to ask, but it will be later. Like, I would like to listen to Ms. Sarita once.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Ms. Sarita, now it's your time to fight in the battle. All right, Ms. Sarita. Ms. Sarita is going to speak against this topic. Human intelligence has done more bad than good to society. And your time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Albert Einstein once said that the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. And we humans have certainly learned how to change. In fact, if you will say that survival of the fittest, if there is a race on this earth for the survival of the fittest, we humans have definitely been able to change our scenarios. Where we were, if you think about the origin of life million years back, the way we were, we have certainly, by using our intelligence, have done certain inventions and discoveries and have changed the scenario, the whole scenario, the way how we need to survive, the whole thing has been changed because of our intelligence. We have been able to win, we have been able to cure several diseases, we have been able to successfully survive some of the harshest conditions where humans were not even expected to go and survive. We have even done several good things. We have learned and we have understood about our earth more. It's because of our intelligence that we have been able to ascertain the patterns of our weather. We have been able to learn how to understand, how to survive the harsh conditions, how to survive on this earth. It's because of us that we have been able to develop technology and artificial intelligence, which is not only enhancing our capabilities, but it is also ensuring that we are able to learn from our mistakes. To err is human. Yes, we have made certain kind of mistakes. We have harmed the environment because of rapid industrialization, but we are also trying to rectify the mistakes. We have been trying to bring greenery. We have tried to improve the conditions of the animals. And yes, we have done industrialization. We have made so many apartments and other things for the humans to reside by evacuating the animals, but we are also enhancing national parks and wildlife reserve to preserve the life as well. Earlier, we were not even sure about our own life, but somehow, with our intelligence, we have been able to devise the ways of life, the ways to not only survive us, but also to save the other creatures as well. Yes, some species have become extinct. Maybe they were destined to, or because of our mistakes, they have ended up extinct. But now we are also learning from our mistakes. We are also trying to implement methods so that their survival is also ensured along with us. We have been able to explore so many things which earlier was not possible. It was beyond our imagination, but it's only because of human intelligence, only because of human endeavors that we have been able to live the life which we are doing right now. Even a certain time back, no one would have thought that we will be able to have an online competition sitting at our own houses. And it's only because of human and the help of technology we have been able to do that. And it's with the same help of technology we have been able to ascertain which animals or species are going to be extinct, and we are working on that. So to say that the human intelligence has been a bane for the society, it will not be justified. It will not be completely justifiable to call the intelligence an evil entity. it will certainly be more helpful to say that human intelligence is the one which has been able to uh, which has been able to drive us to this point where we are talking about it. And like our eminent sir said, that all these concept of environmental consciousness and everything, if we wouldn't have derived those concepts, if we wouldn't have devised those concepts, we wouldn't be talking about it. So it's only because of our intelligence, it's only because of emotional quotient, then we have been able to do that. So I will say that yes, we are certainly the most intelligent creature who is shaping the future of this earth better. So let's not deem us evil and certainly destroy the efforts of the whole humanity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paritama.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any questions, guys, for Ms. Paritama?
I'll ask one.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, what would you choose, life or development?
So certainly being a human, I have to choose life, but definitely I would not like to live in a cave. I would definitely prefer that if I'm today living in a cave, I should develop myself and go from out of the cave. So life is definitely essential, but so are the chances of improvising the ways of your life.
But what if that improvisation comes at a cost that leads to death? Would you rather prefer living in a cave and alive or dead?
I would definitely, as I said, nothing beats life. Like I have to live, no matter what it is. But being an like I have an autoimmunity disorder. So there are certain restrictions which I have to follow. And I'm pretty sure that if I would have like born 60 or 70 years back, I wouldn't have been able to maintain it. Then I wouldn't have been able to live. So it's certainly because of the intelligence of our doctors, because of the intelligence of our researchers that I am able to survive with this harmful disease. So yes, sir, I would certainly like to live even in a cave, but in my condition, it's really hard to live in a cave. So I will definitely accept all the inventions and all the intelligence of the human which are helping me actually to live successfully.
But what if it provides you with an absolute deadline for everyone? Not
Uh,
just the one that needs special care, for everyone, for mankind, for humanity.
that's what I have said, Akshat, that to err is human, definitely. For to chase the development goals or to like, to make our life materialistic more satiable, we have done mistakes, we have committed errors, we in fact we are still committing errors for that. But there are some sort of movements, some sort of ideas also which are now helping to rectify our mistakes. We are trying to cure the environment, we are
Don't you
doing
think
our
it's too
bit to
late?
ensure that. Yes, of course. See, it's never too late. Okay. It's like it's better to be late rather than doing nothing. So I will still believe that it's good that we have taken these steps towards the improvement.
Yes, it is definitely good, but science itself has predicted that this planet will be inhabitable by 2050, some parts of the planet. And by 2070, I'm sure most of the planet will be inhabitable. If a criminal makes a mistake, he goes to prison and he starts doing good things there. He makes
Hmm.
amends. That
Hmm.
does not undo his crime. Is that
Of-
right?
Yes, of course. That cannot undo his crime. But if he is not even repenting and does not even try to rectify his mistake and he does not even repent, that is certainly wrong. And it's not like we are not
Repenting is
realizing. Okay, to
Yes, repenting is what could have been done,
yes.
but I'm talking about what has been done.
See, if you will constantly think about what could have been done, if and buts will not drive the world. We have done mistake. Yes, we have to accept it. We have done mistakes and we have to improvise. We have to rectify our mistakes. We have to develop ideas. We have to devise ways how to sustain a green life and how to it's very hard to repair the damage which we have done to the earth, but at least we are taking some small steps towards it. So it's better to start rather than not starting at all.
Yes, the topic of my topic was human intelligence has done more bad than good. It has
Yeah.
present tense. So I think we concur on that, right? You concur with me that human intelligence has done more bad than good.
I
Do
concur.
you concur
Yeah,
with me on this?
I do concur with it with the case of the harmful things which we have done to the environment. But to call it that completely it has done only wrong won't be justified. Don't you think so? That if you will only say that, okay, human intelligence has done bad, that will not be justifiable as well. Because along with the harm done to the environment, we have been able to do, so we have been able to find certain medicines. We have been able, look at what happened during the Black Plague. Like half of the Europe wiped out. But we learned from that, we took steps and we devised antibiotics, and now see, even if those plagues come, we know we are prepared for that. So it's not that nature haven't been brutal towards us. These days we know how to survive storms, we try to prepare for that. So it's only because of human intelligence. Yes, I'm not saying that we have not done mistakes. It's the greed, and it's our it's our you can say that to chase something, the way we have completely ignored the signals that were bad. But we are also taking steps to rectify those mistakes. And it is also because of our intelligence that we have been able to understand that we have committed errors. Either in our pride we could have gone ahead only, then we would have doomed. But it's our intelligence only which has given us the feeling, which has made us perceptible towards our errors. So I would say that, yeah, it's the intelligence only which has also made us realize the mistakes which we were doing.
What's done is done.
Yeah.
All the realization now won't do any good. What
Yeah.
good is a preparation that you cannot use, that you are not there for to use? You are eventually going to wipe out of the planet of Earth just because of the mistakes that you have already committed.
Yes,
So the preparation, the development, the use of intelligence that we have done all over the years, it doesn't count anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. Humans will not be there to use that information, let alone share it with someone else, some other species, let's say some interplanetary species. If we
See,
are dead, we are dead.
I am not thinking about interplanetary species, but I would rather say that if we wouldn't have done anything, if we would have been living the way we were living, then definitely something else would have gone up to the evolutionary, to the biological chain. Then we would have been the sufferers. So yes, our intelligence has definitely done some harm, but we have been able to survive in this way till now. And with the inventions we are doing, with the discoveries and everything, we are able to ascertain where our faults lies, and we are trying to do that. And whatever done is done. Definitely you cannot go into the past and rectify your mistakes. Okay, I mean, like, I have heard about like the way people are trying to inhabit the other planet. I don't know how much it will be successful, but definitely when there will be problem, we will know how to fight it. It's not, and it's because of our intelligence only that we will be able to predict when that is going to come, and we have to prepare ourselves like that, because we have done the mistakes, we have realized the mistakes, and we are going to stand for it. We are going to even pay for it. But of course, we will also know how to fight it, and it's all
But
owing
don't
to
you
our
think we have
intelligence only.
sucked up planet Earth more than we should have? Maybe we should have been active earlier. Maybe all the sustainable farming efforts, sustainable development efforts are late. They should have been made
See,
earlier, those precautions.
when the green revolution and all these revolution occurred, at that time our intention was to food for everyone who is on the planet. At that time our production was low, people were starving. At that time our main aim was to have food for everyone. Later on, entered into, we started into a development race, we started running in that race, and yes, we ended up making the mistakes. But the moment you are realizing that what you have done is also less, it's also because of your intelligence. You are not expected an animal to understand that, but we have been able to do that. So yes,
But we have
what
only been able to look at that, reflect at that only when we came to know that it has come to us.
no, sorry, I
It
couldn't
came to
catch
the
your
life
question.
of other species earlier. I said it has come to our life. Now the
Hmm.
issue,
Hmm.
what's at stake here is our life. Only then we have able to reflect on this issue here, that this is a big deadline that is approaching us. Humans are going to be extinct soon. Only then we have started taking measures. That is it's not because of intelligence, it's because of self-centeredness. It's because of eccentric nature of humans. That only when it came to our life, we started to think, hey man, we got to save the planet. Why didn't it come earlier? When other species were dying, when other species were becoming endangered. It's not human intelligence that led us to this precautionary world where we are moving towards sustainable goals. It's not human intelligence. It's the very nature of human beings to save themselves.
See,
It's
Akshat,
self-centeredness.
survival, the way you said survival, the old age-old proverb is survival of the fittest. Earlier, we were just trying to survive, then we tried to conquer. And then when we realized, we tried to avoid. Yes, whatever we are doing, it is maybe too little, too late. Definitely. But to not do anything is also amounts to nothing.
I'm
Yes, we
also
have
not in the
done,
favor of not doing anything.
no,
Definitely, we should push the
no,
deadline to a later point.
yes, but that's you are saying that everything is like because of humans. Yes, definitely everything is because of human. But this whole notion, his whole realization is also because of human intelligence. How can you
It's not
expect
because
that
of
if
human
human
intelligence.
no no sustenance? Come on, Akshat. You are trying to tell me that if you are in danger, you are of course all your instincts are from your intelligence. That's why one
Intelligence.
person is
Yeah,
able
let's
to
see. Here,
mm,
let's see. Make a difference between intelligence and the basic human intellect. There are different things. They call it when you go into spirituality. They tell there is a vivek, and then there is your inner self. Those are different things. Your survival does not come from human intelligence. If it was human intelligence, we would have cracked it earlier. If it was completely logical, we would have cracked it 100 years before. It is not logical. If
but
it was
you have to
intelligence,
understand
we were
this. But
intelligent before. We should have cracked it earlier.
yeah,
Only
yeah,
when
Akshat, if
our
you are
life
going
got
by this,
endangered, then only.
yes, yes, but my point is again same thing, Akshat. You are saying that just because now we are at the verge of end, that's why we have suddenly started doing all these activities. We have been able to survive till this point because we have been intelligent. An animal was not doing that.
That's
That's why they
God's
ended up
mercy.
extinct, you know. See, the question here is intelligence. Human intelligence is not, yes, there have been aspects where human intelligence were bad. We have definitely hurt our planet. We have made several instincts, but some other species, they also got instinct because of the, like, their evolution. Yes, we have not
Yes, it could not
categorized
have
the,
been avoided.
yes,
That was completely natural. See,
no,
you bring a flame. Let's talk about a flame fire, right? You take
yes,
that flame
mm,
near
mm,
any living organism. Let's say a lizard. You take that
yeah,
flame to a lizard. It will run. It will
mm,
not come towards it. What is
mm,
it? Is that lizard very intelligent? Does it
mm,
compare to human intelligence? It does not. It is instinct.
yeah.
Intelligence and instinct are different things. You are
Yes, but the
attributing
same
those
lizard,
precautionary measures.
Akshat, will not devise any gear or anything to save other lizards or, save ourselves from the future danger. That lizard will
And
only
we are
think about
going,
running away. The human will not do
yes,
that. If we are
that's
facing a
all it can
problem,
do. And we will do what we can do, but only after our instincts got activated.
yes, see, sir, Akshat,
Only
the same
when
thing
we
was
saw that
that
the end is
we
coming,
have done
doomsday
the
is near.
damage. We have done the damage to the planet only because our instinct was to survive well. Our instinct was to find out, figure out, and go find out some things which we were unable to do that. Our instinct to learn about our Earth, our instinct to learn about space. Our instinct to survive with the use of machines, how to make human life more comfortable. That was because of that we earlier everyone was surviving. Humans were also surviving in their own way. It's just that we
Okay,
realized that
so
we
what
had
you are
better
trying to say
chances to
here is
survive.
that without causing this pollution, without degrading the planet, humans would not have been able to survive. That is your point here.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm
And
saying that yes, we have made this industrialization. We were not complaining because this industrialization and this development has helped us to survive in better way. What we didn't realize at that time
you
when this
said
was,
that
what,
this development is due to the survival instinct.
no, I said earlier we wanted to survive, then we wanted to conquer, and then we ended up being where we are. So it happens like that. It's a stage of things. Once you reach to one pedestal, you try to go on to the next and things goes on. It's only after going to a certain limit you realize that yes, during the whole voyage, I have ended up making mistakes. I'm not saying that we
And yes,
have
that
not
is what
made
I'm trying to say
mistakes.
here. My
No,
topic is
your
only
point
ends
is
there,
that
only to the
no,
present.
I'm completely agreeing with you, Akshat. I'm not saying that human intelligence was like very good for this earth. Yes, there were certain aspects which were bad for us, but there were certain aspects which were good as well. You cannot deny that completely, that human intelligence was not good. Even the situation where we are right now, it's only because of our intelligence. So we have to give some credit to that. Saying everything is an evil is not a solution. Identifying the problems and then finding out the solution, that is what it is all about. An animal is not
But
supposed to do that.
don't. But yes, animal is not supposed to do that. We humans are, but still we did not. We still went the brash way. We end up destroying everything around us, didn't
Yes,
we?
we are.
We did.
Yes,
We did
not,
mistakes.
yes, we
We did
mistakes, but
mistakes,
then it's
yes or
our
no?
fault.
And now
No,
we are starting to make amends. And I'm saying it is too late to make amends. What had to be done is already
of
done.
course, Akshat, it's too
Humans,
late to
what they
make
do
mistakes, but your point is that
is
not to, is it just because it's a too late to mistake, is it justifiable not to do anything right now? Can we
I'm not
actually
saying don't
leave
do anything.
everything?
No,
No,
I'm not saying.
then
My point is, my topic is, you see, my topic right now is human intelligence has done more bad than good. I'm saying it has done more bad than good. Do you agree with me? Because it has led us to the brink of extinction.
no,
No matter
my
how
point
many
is
amends we
that
try to
it
make now.
has damaged to a certain extent. I'm not saying that environmentally it has not damaged.
And
It
that
has
at that
damaged to a
extent is
certain extent,
reversible.
but no, see, if it would have been irreversible, then
You talk like that
you
as if
wouldn't
it is
have
reversible to certain extent.
is reversible in some cases. Some people have done that as well. If you will go to Rajasthan and see, there have been people who are growing forests, and it's also with human endeavor that they have been able to do it. It is what I am trying to say. The essay is that human intelligence has done good as well. It hasn't done to a
It
certain
has done
extent.
good
It's
as
been
well.
bad.
I'm not
It
opposing
has
you,
done
but the
good. It
point
has
is, it has
good
done
done good.
more bad than good. My point is
The
this: I'm not
point
saying
that
it
you
is
have
not
been
done
able
good.
to realize that it has done more bad is also owing to your intelligence.
Sorry, what you just said, I didn't hear.
I said the point that you are saying that it has done more bad. Your realization, it's also owing to your intelligence. It's also
Mhm.
owing to to your
Yes,
understanding of the patterns which the
yes,
humans have developed.
yes. I'm
Right?
using my intelligence to make up this point to prove this. Why I'm able to use my intelligence because God has given me this intelligence, but I'm against the humans that destroyed this planet who came before me. I'm against them. That does not mean that I'm intelligent.
If, I am not supporting
Just
those
because
human who
human
have destroyed
intelligence
the
has
planet.
survived until now does not mean I don't have to use it. I've got
No,
it, I'll use
I'm
it,
not
I'm
saying
grateful
that.
for it. But that
Yeah,
does
even
not mean that we
yeah, but
had
I'm
to
not
destroy
saying
the
that the
planet for this.
humans, yes, see, Akshat, I'm not saying that the humans who have done the damage, they don't deserve any sort of punishment, or they do not deserve any sort of judgment. I'm not saying that.
Who
But
will punish
yeah,
who? Humans will punish
but
themselves.
you see, in my case, a person who had like severe problem, a person like me, the person in my family earlier, that person was not able to survive 20 years, and I am being able to survive like more than 20 years. It's only because of human intelligence. It's only because of the medical thing. Even with environment, people like me who have autoimmune disorder, they wouldn't have been able to survive. It is only because of the inventions. It's only because of the rapid, rapid development in medical interventions that I am being able to survive till this point. So I would say that yes, there
But
are certain cases where
what
human
if,
intelligence has done more good rather than bad to the
let's
society.
talk about general population who are not
Yes.
in need of special care, right?
Hmm.
Let's
Yeah.
say I'm 20 years old right now, and in 2050 the earth is
Yeah.
completely destroyed. We are not
Hmm.
able to launch a starship to move to Mars.
Yeah.
Life is destroyed. I get it in 50 years.
Hmm.
Otherwise, how much years would I have lived?
See,
Maybe
if
70, 75, 80. That's the average, right? My life got cut short. And the next generations, they don't even have a life to begin with.
so,
So you
see,
are
Akshat,
taking
then
your
again,
case in which
you are
you get to
considering that
live
by
more years.
2050, we will not be intelligent enough to make sure how the humanity is surviving. That is what you are saying. I don't think so that is going to happen.
All
This
right.
planet will be
As
inhabitable.
a
Some parts of it will
facilitator,
be inhabitable.
Yeah.
I would request both of you to kindly end up this debate here. because I could not see it is going towards any end.
So the
All
topic
right,
is so pertinent.
exactly. I could agree with it.
Yes.
Any questions from our judges?
Just one question, Sarita. Uh,
So,
do you think that evolution of human intelligence is responsible for degradation of our ethical or moral values somehow?
uh, sir, I would certainly say that it is like, it is not upon the intelligence. I would rather say it's upon our own greed. The way the evolution happened, people started getting more and more material benefits. There was a generation before us which is still not, if you'll see, look into the Mesopotamian civilization and all, to their own extent they were also developed, but somehow they've survived, right? And in our case, I would say, rather than intelligence, sir, it's greed. Because because we started becoming more greedy, people started, inventing more, they started finding out more, so that those greeds are curbed. But I would rather say, sir, that yes, somewhere down the line, it's my personal opinion that as much as we have been going up in the evolution cycle, we are becoming more greedy, and we are doing more harm to the environment and to us.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Even I want to know, both of you, like, are we becoming more greedy or is our human intelligence going down?
Sorry, sir. Hey.
Like, I would like to know both, like, from both of you, like,
Yeah.
if our intelligence is going down or are we becoming more greedy?
So we are becoming more greedy. Our intelligence is certainly not going down. There are people still who are passionately working towards resolving this situation, but the number of those people have gone down. So our greed is more, like our convenience matters more to us. You can rather say that.
And Akshat, what's your point of view?
I also believe that greed is increasing. Our intelligence is also increasing day by day because we are being exposed to more and more information. Knowledge bases are getting unlocked. So we are becoming more intelligent because of that, and for better nutrition, even biological, we are becoming more intelligent. But the thing is, the reason we are becoming greedy and we are surrendering against our own instincts is that we are spending lesser and lesser time with our own self. The time for introspection, the look within self is decreasing. In old times, people used to meditate, they used to spend time with each other. So they themselves, they could understand themselves more. They could see from a spiritual perspective, I'm speaking. But nowadays, lives are becoming busier and we are more inclined towards the external world rather than internal world. If we try to understand that there's a whole world within us that is called internal world, we just look externally and never put our eyes within us. That's why we are losing our values, our morals, and all that. That degradation is because of our lives. They're getting more busier because of industrialization, I would say. We are spending lesser time with ourselves
So we are
and our
becoming
loved
more
ones.
materialistic. We have, like, we want materialistic, we are appreciating materialistic conveniences more than spiritualism. Earlier we were taught to go on, like, towards that route, but again, but I would say, sir, intelligence is not decreasing. It's because of our intelligence that, we have been able to identify these.
All right. Thank you, both
The
of you.
spiritual organization that I'm associated with tells that you have to get rid of all these greed and stuff, anger, all these seven sins. Only then you can connect with God. But these are increasing day by day. So we are getting far from God day by day. That's it.
Is the God not in ourselves only? Like the soul is the God?
Soul is the God, but we have to become part of that bigger energy. We are a part of that energy, but we are currently not connected to that because of the impurities that we have grown in ourselves while being in this world. Only when we will purify ourselves, we will become part of it again. The bigger energy, the creative energy, the one and only one.
So we
All
are
right.
suppressing our spiritual intelligence these days, even though we know that it's wrong. We tend to make that mistakes. Maybe we regret it for one second, but then we do not learn any lesson from that, and we keep on doing that. So it's not like that the intelligence is, decreasing. It's like a human consciousness, that introspection has gone. People these days hardly realize what they are doing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
both of
Kashyap
you.
sir, I have one
Yeah.
last
Sure,
twist in
ma'am.
the event. I want Sarita to speak for the topic and Akshat to speak against the topic just for 60 seconds each.
All
Not
right.
more than
So,
60 seconds, please.
Okay.
Sarita, you
sure.
go first.
Okay. Human intelligence has definitely done more bad than good to the society, because the whole evolution process, which was the whole evolution process, we were successful to survive that. But because of our greed, because of our materialistic tendencies, we have destroyed the fabric of the earth, not only the environment, but the fabric of the earth as a whole. We are these days indulging more into how to how to use our power, how to use our intelligence and knowledge to to curb and control other people. We are not interested to look for benefits for our benefit. We are not going to look for how to enhance our own knowledge. What we are looking for is how to use the knowledge which we have learned, how to use technologies, so that we can curb and control other person's development. We are developing, definitely, but what we are more interested in, we are more interested to flex our power. We are more interested to show how much we have earned, or how much we are moving ahead materialistic. So I
Ms.
would say
Sarita, your
human.
time is up. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Akshat, now it's your turn.
So I think human intelligence has done more good than bad. I mean, that's hypocrite of me because I was separately opposite thing. That's because if you look at life expectancy chart in history, we would only survive for 20, 30 years. But now we are surviving 70, 80, 90, even 100 years. Just because of that, because of the medical advancement that we have been able to do. And that has already only been possible because of human intelligence. Without that, where would we be? If we cannot even survive biologically, then we wouldn't be here. And the would be instead by now if not for human intelligence, because life expectancy was never increasing in past, it was only decreasing. Humans were going to die anyway. If not for human intelligence, we would not even reach here. We would not even reach the point where we will be extinct because of our pollution caused by us. We would not have been even there to cause pollution, just because we used our intelligence.
Thank you so much.
All right, so it's time for us to compile the results and see who is the winner among both of you. Are you both nervous, excited? Let's see who wins.
Aren't you really happy that, we are declaring the result within minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the result is ready. So Kashyap sir, you can proceed.
I would request you, ma'am, to kindly announce the winner.
Okay, thank you so much. It was wonderful. I
Indeed,
know one
ma'am.
of you is going to walk away with the 5,000 rupees and the winner's tag, but trust me, all of you have been great. And the last segment, especially, was so difficult. I really was like, I'm going to put my hands down and say that, sorry, I cannot judge this, because both were wonderful. And whoever wins has won by just a slight margin. So congratulations to both of you. One thing I want to say is that there is a comparative degree in the statement that human intelligence has done more harm than good to society. So I think one advantage, Akshat understood that very well, that it was a comparative degree. Sarita, I think there was somewhere it was getting reflected that you're not actually taking leverage of the comparative degree that was there in the statement itself. So you had to give a couple of more statements saying something like, that's yes, indeed, it is so that both harm and good have been done, but the harm has superseded the other one. Whereas I felt that you gave some very witty and spontaneous answers, which was very nice. I'm strongly opinionated in the fact that human intelligence has done more harm, but Sarita somewhere made me get up and listen and be somewhere convinced that yes, she had valid points. Um, Akshat, may I give you a feedback if you don't mind on your pronunciation?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Only if you don't mind. You need to work on your O. You need to work on the way you deliver your O. I have noted a few words in which you particularly like it's job, not job. It's talk. It's important, not important. Proper, not proper. So you are a great speaker, and I don't want that, somewhere you lose out because of lack of understanding of the alphabet O. So you have to be more, you have to throw the O and not kind of, hide it. Okay, so that's it. That's the feedback. So we have the winner, and
And we are keeping the fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. And I want to say, Jagannath, Bilal, you were great. I'm happy you stayed through. This was amazing. I really enjoyed every bit of it. But we have the winner, and that is Akshat Batra. A virtual clap for everybody, and especially for Akshat. You were great, and you have a way to go. I want to understand a little bit about you. Have you been speaking earlier? How's it been?
No, ma'am.
This is your first time?
Yes, ma'am, it's first time.
That's amazing. Your knowledge is something that is very, very motivating and inspiring to all of us, I think. You have a lot of facts, data, opinions. I really think that, somebody with a very strong knowledge can win a debate, with a very smoothly. So that was an advantage that you had. I think even Sarita is very knowledgeable. She quoted things from the past and, kind of, refreshed so many things. All of you, I'm so happy that you all are a part of such an intelligent, student community is a part of LPU Online. Thank you so much. It was great.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such wonderful words.
Thank you.
Dr. Kulvindupal, sir, could you please say something to our participants?
I want to congratulate both of you, rather, and Akshat. Congratulations to you for winning this competition, and Sarita, you also, you were wonderful. We were really, finding it very difficult because in some of the areas we were great, and in some of the areas Akshat was doing great. So it was really tough call for us. But I think just for he from my side, he has won only with the fraction of a point for just half a point. Your just lack of eye contact, because again the Guinea ma'am has already given you a feedback that could have costed you some points, and you, I think, somehow somewhere you stuck with your words in between. So, and Akshat was quite consistent and fluent in his delivery. So that's why that was a game changer from my point of view. Otherwise, you were fabulous. So, and I'm super proud that we have such students, and I can see the emerging leaders in you in whatever field you are pursuing your ventures and your dreams. So, all the best for your future, and congratulations to all the participants and winners.
Thank you so much, sir. Vishali ma'am, could you please say a few things?
Okay. Yes, sir. Basically, I believe that Akshat is a very deserving winner. No doubt, Sarita was also, she was great and she was able to separate her windows very well.
But I would like to wish both of them all the best and keep participating in such events because both of you, I think, deserve more. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And I congratulate all of you, and especially Mr. Akshat, on winning a huge amount of 5,000 Indian rupees.
So,
And
Kashyap
Sarita,
sir, let's ask Akshat how he's feeling
yeah,
right now.
definitely, ma'am.
I'm completely black, ma'am. I'm the youngest guy in the room, probably. So the last and only time I ever participated in a competition was in 12th standard. It was also debate competition. Since then, I have not participated in any kind of competition that involves oration. So I participated in that and I came second. So I think it was long due.
Okay, awesome. Sarita, how do you feel?
Ma'am, I have participated in any event after a long period of time because I am like I was working in corporate, so I was like used to giving like presentation and all. But debate is like after schooling, even I have not participated, so it was quite fun to relive those moments. So I would say, yeah, I did the mistake of not understanding the topic. I should have like written down the topic in a like better way that I would have done justice to it.
But you have done a great job today. It was amazing to listen to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Bilal, how do you feel?
Yeah, just let me open my camera. Yeah, so I'm feeling happy for Akshat and both Sarita as well because I think that if Akshat had the knowledge, so I was just listening to Sarita, she has better hold on vocabulary. So
Yeah,
I think they both were awesome.
great. Thank you. Jagannath, how do you feel?
Okay, first of all, congratulations, Akshat. It was really nice to be part of this debate competition. And Sarita, it was really worth a joy to listen to your debate. And regarding my aspect, it made me feel quite happy to be part of this LPU online and to do this sort of think and participation in this debate competition, because the if I can remember, uh, the last time I participated in the debate competition was back in when I was in standard 10th. So it's almost 5 to 6 years back. So it made me quite remember old days. So thank you, LP Online, for this. And
So
it was
that's what I
quite
wanted to hear.
happy
Thank
moment
you,
for
LPU
me.
Online.
And I would also thank LPU because, to be honest, I have always been an introvert person. I was like, I used to fear whenever I used to, like, I never went to stage, I never participated in anything like this. So I am doing it because it is virtual. So I am very bad kind of introvert.
So
So
next time on campus.
I couldn't do that.
You will, you will. But thank you so much. I think we all need to thank LPU
Yeah,
as an
Yes.
thanks a
institution,
lot.
giving us all opportunities to rise higher. Over to you, Kashyap sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm so happy to see such glad, happy faces here. And congratulations to each of you for your participation and on your win. And the winner will receive the amount as our RMC team will connect to you and they will contact you regarding your bank details and the amount will be transferred to your bank account. All right, Mr. Akshat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ms. Sarita, it was joy listening to you. You are actually a very good speaker. I really liked it when you speak. Okay, so with this, we are going to sign off and we'll be coming back to you again with more such events in upcoming weeks. Everybody, please stay connected and thanks to LPU. I thank from my heart to the head of the wing, Dinit Ravan ma'am,
Thank you
Center for
so much.
Distance and Online Education. You're welcome, ma'am. Dr.
So much,
Kulvinder
sir.
Pal, sir. You're welcome. Dr. Kulvinder Pal, sir, as well as Ms. Vishali Chabra, ma'am, for being the part of the panel. And please stay connected, everyone. Now let's sign off with this. And congratulations again to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.